Hello everybody and welcome to this video today. Today I'm going to be discussing something that I am extremely passionate about. Something that I have not been able to stop thinking about. But I want to talk about it because fortunately it really makes me mad when I think about it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's a little movie called Jurassic World Dominion. Oh, this is going to be so much fun to talk about. But I might as well just say this right now. If you don't want to get spoiled for Jurassic World Dominion like you give a fuck, please click off the video now. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to overdo it here. But let me give you a little perspective on this franchise from my point of view. I remember growing up with these movies. I remember getting the first 3 Jurassic Park movies for Christmas when I was like 15. I legitimately watched all 3 of them the day of Christmas because I was so excited because I always remembered looking at the shelf and seeing that. I was like, oh, that sounds awesome, like dinosaurs in the real world, that's fantastic. And so as a kid, it was like one of those things where it was like a visual, like, thinking about it was like one of those real big moments, for me at least, when I actually wanted to be in film. So when they piss me off with a franchise I enjoy, especially as major as this, I'm not going to sit back and take it because it's too much. It's too much. I have points here in my little notepad, but I'm going to go over them and I'm going to tell you why this movie is complete ass. And if you're not convinced afterwards, frankly, I don't know what to tell you. So why does this movie suck? Let's go over the points, shall we? Let's just go over the points right now. Let's just get it over with. I don't want to talk about it anymore, frankly. This movie is a complete betrayal of everything that has been before it. Everything. I don't care what anyone says. If you think this is a genuinely good Jurassic Park movie, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to say because obviously you haven't seen the other films at all and you don't care. So, sorry, but I know everyone has taste, but I'm just saying your taste is wrong. But let's start off with, I think, the biggest part about Jurassic World Dominion that falls flat for me. The story. I understand that for your third film, I don't even understand it. Your third film, you want to make this grand ensemble. You want to make this big thing that ties everything together. That's expected. That's like something that's just common knowledge. Everyone will do that when they have their franchise, and this is their last one. Like, I'll even give Rise of Skywalker this. It, like, tried to give this big finish. Does this movie try that? Fuck no. Why would it do that? Instead, they gave us the most strange idea for a Jurassic Park movie, and they just rolled with it and said, hey, who cares? Who cares? This movie isn't even about the dinosaurs anymore. It's not. It has nothing to do with dinosaurs anymore. The dinosaurs are there in the background. Yeah. I don't know who looked at Jurassic Park and said, yeah, we need to make that a spy espionage movie. And also a film about not dinosaurs as the main villain, but bugs. If you've seen this movie, you probably know what I'm talking about when I say that. But literally all the movie is dedicated to isn't even the dinosaurs themselves. It's dedicated to this genetically altered locust that somehow this company wants to use to control the world's resources and make them come to them for the resources instead of other places so they make money. At least the bad Jurassic Park movies I can remember. But I can also say that they tried. They tried to be Jurassic Park movies. This movie isn't that at all. They didn't know what to do. They were handed a concept that was amazing. Like, dinosaurs in the real world? That's amazing. That's a great idea for a movie. Like, where do you go with that? Except they don't do anything with it, and they go right back to square one, where they were before. They put all the dinosaurs in a little area, far away from humans, which completely defeats the purpose of the ending of the Fallen Kingdom. Just completely loses track of everything that it was. And it just expects you to roll with it. Well, I wasn't fucking rolling with it. It's fucking stupid. But the story just sucks. There's way too much going on. There's too many plot holes, and there's too many plot points going on. Like, as an example, you've seen the trailers. The legacy characters come back. Alan Grant, Ellie Statler, and Ian Malcolm. They all come back for this movie. And you would think, oh, that's awesome. They're going to probably have, like, half the movie to share, right? No. Not only do they have the worst half of the movie, but it genuinely feels like they were only brought in so people go, ooh, I know those characters, let's go watch this movie. Which I don't even understand how I didn't understand that at first either. Like, it was so obvious, but you think they'd give a little bit, right? No. But I'm so tired of them doing this. This needs to stop. Especially how they had such an easy way to print money. Like, literally, they had the most perfect setup for this movie. It was perfect. I don't understand what happened. Even what they're trying to do isn't structured. You know, it almost feels like it doesn't even feel like there's a plot to it. It feels like a sequence of events that goes from one scene to the next. Do they work together? No. Why would they work together? They're just random things that are thrown in for no reason. One scene, they're in the cabin, and then the kid gets stolen. The next, they're with Ellie Sattler in the middle of a fucking ranch, and she's learning about these bugs, and then she goes to Alan, and then they're gone to frickin', oh god, it was someplace, I don't even care. And they go to some place where people are selling raptors that are somehow trained to attack a target with a laser sight. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. Because even in Fallen Kingdom, that is a stupid fucking idea. That is so stupid. I don't care that it was different. It's stupid. Let's just move on from the story for a sec. Because, you know, even if a movie has a weak story, it might be good. The characters might save it, right? Right? That the movie betrays every single friggin' character from not only the original trilogy, but the Jurassic World franchise. Every single thing. Every single one. It's ridiculous. But I'm just mostly going to talk about the legacy characters. Let's just start with Alan Grant, because Alan Grant is this... Remember the first Jurassic Park movie? Remember Alan Grant? Super smart, super intelligent guy. He digs fossils for a living. Insanely smart dude. Insanely. The only thing is, he's not so good with computers. That's understandable for the time. Computers were very new. They were a very thing. And he didn't know how to use them. Simple. I think they watched that one scene from the movie, the directors did, and they said, oh, so Alan Grant is just a giant fucking idiot. It's a complete change of character for him. He doesn't know about anything. It's like he's been living under a rock for so long. It's insanely stupid. He just doesn't have an idea of a single thing that's going the fuck around him. And then Ian Malcolm's a little bit worse, but it's just so bad still. They decide, let's make Ian Malcolm, because remember in the old movie, Fallen Kingdom, he does not want the dinosaurs to live. He sings, extinction is extinction, God's going to do what he's going to do, let them die. And in this movie a little bit too, he does still share that same little ideology in a way. But as soon as Alan Grant and Ellie Statler come along, he completely changes his tune. He completely changes, and he's like, oh yeah, let's go save the dinosaurs. If he hated the dinosaurs so much, and he's rightfully too, why not just not do anything? Why wouldn't he just be neutral in this situation? Maybe just not bat an eye, but he wouldn't do it himself because he doesn't care. It just doesn't feel right for the character. It feels like they took every character and they played off one joke or one part of their personality from the first film, or they just completely threw that in the garbage. They just went... I also found this movie was trying too hard to be this big grand finale for the Jurassic Park franchise. Take a good example for, like, Endgame. Endgame's a great example of ending a saga or a amount of films gracefully. We can all know, as much as me, you might not even like Endgame, but you could admit that it has every intention of being this grand ensemble and finish to the Infinity Saga. And then take something like Planet of the Apes, even. 3 films, ends it perfectly, and it's still pretty epic. Like, it's this big, epic moment at the end of the film in the war. This movie tries to do that, But then you remember that it's just stupid, unnecessary stuff, and it just doesn't mean anything. I think the one thing that will always bug me is the lack of consistency in the world. There are certain things that happen in this movie that you would think, oh, he's dead. Or, oh, that wouldn't happen. That's pretty stupid. Like, the one moment I like to think about in the movie is when Ian Malcolm, he gets out of the or Jeff Goldblum's character, if you don't know. Ian Malcolm, he gets out of the vehicle, and he has this, I'm gonna call it a torch. He has a torch, and he's distracting one of the dinosaurs, the Giganotosaurus, which, according to Colin Trevorrow, he inspired by the Joker. What? I'm not joking. I wonder if I can actually find the tweet where he compares the Joker to the Giganotosaurus. Checks out for me. Except it doesn't. It's just, oh my god. In what world? I don't get it. But anyways, in this scene, Ian Malcolm is holding around the torch, and he throws it into this dinosaur's mouth. And you would think, oh, the dinosaur's just gonna kind of like swallow it, or just like kind of move back. No. The dinosaur's whole mouth sets on fire instantly, like he was breathing gasoline, or like he was a dragon. What? Who thought that was a good idea? It's a complete. That's just only one of the moments that's kind of like that. They're everywhere in this movie, where it's just something should happen, and it doesn't, and it goes in the stupid direction where it's completely out of tone with the movie. But it takes it too far. It's ridiculous, and there's no tension for it. There's no consistency, which means there's no tension. There's no build up, and there's no consistency. So you don't care because there's no stakes after that. Because you're like, oh, this is basically a fucking Looney Tunes episode. Who cares at that point, right? Who cares? Who cares? Fuck. I just wanted this movie to be good. I don't get it. And there's just so many little things that is just so weird about this movie. Like, I'm not going to talk about the bug subplot, but I truly think that's what killed this movie. If there was no bug plot, this movie would probably be a lot better. Because then you would have more time to focus on the dinosaurs and the world. But they don't even do that right. Like, when you're outside of the world, like, when they're outside in, like, a black market, the dinosaurs are still in cages. There's still no point to it. I understand why they thought this was a good idea to finish the franchise. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I swayed you not to watch this movie. And I probably didn't do a very good job because it was just blind anger. But just take it from a fan of the franchise. Don't watch it. It's not worth your time. It's not worth your money. Go watch the original films again. That's all I gotta say. But if you like what you saw, please hit the like button and subscribe for the channel if you want to see more. So I hope you guys have a great day. And yeah, that's about it, actually. See ya.